Good afternoon. It's about 5 minutes past 2, 14:05 hours on Thursday, 16th of April 2020, and I'm about to have lunch. It's a tomato and Marmite, what do you call it, and salad sandwich. This is the salad here. It's the same stuff as yesterday, except I've added 3 more ingredients. I've added purple cabbage, you can see it's here. And you can't see very clearly the green bits. I've added cilantro as well as Chinese parsley, also known as daun soup. Okay, here I have 4 pieces of toast. I took care not to burn it the way I did yesterday, so I lowered the heat to 160 instead of 200, and I think it's too light. Maybe I should try 180 degrees Celsius the next time. Anyway, I've got 1 tomato which I've sliced into 4 slices. I've got 2 slices here on top of bread, that's toasted bread that's been smothered with Marmite and sprinkled with white pepper. And here as well. And on this side of the bread, I put Dijon mustard. Okay, so I've got whole grain Dijon mustard on this side. I'm not sure whether you can see the whole grains, you know, it's a bit blurry. Anyway, this is whole grain Dijon mustard. And then I'm gonna put the salad on top, and then this is going to be my lunch. It may not be sufficient, so if it's not, I'm gonna make another round of 4 more pieces of toast, and then we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna have this now, and I'm sure it's gonna taste awesome. In fact, I think it's probably gonna taste better than yesterday's what do you call it, sandwich. In fact, I was thinking on top of these tomatoes, I'm gonna add black pepper now, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, see ya. Alright, I've just added the black pepper on top of the tomatoes, and in fact, as I was doing that, I was thinking, why don't I go the whole hog? So on top of the black pepper, I've added this Italian herbs. Okay, so there's toast, Marmite, white pepper, the tomatoes, black pepper, and Italian herbs on top of this. And now I'm gonna add the salad and then enjoy my lunch. Well, to be expected, that was awesome. I just want to mention I had another 2 slices of bread, so altogether for lunch I had 4 slices of bread, which should be my limit because, you know, I have to keep the calories down now with the lockdown, not exercising so much, not walking unnecessarily, going outside. I just want to mention 2 critical success factors when making this sandwich. Number 1 is to not add any liquids like lime juice or lemon juice to your salad. Otherwise it just makes the whole thing very soggy. You want it sort of dry, because I don't use butter or margarine because I'm on a low fat diet, and so also I'm on a vegan diet, so I don't take butter at all. The whole reason why people put butter on the toast was for it to act as a barrier between the wet, if there are any wet ingredients, and the bread, to prevent the bread from going soggy. So instead of using butter, I use Marmite as a barrier. It's not an ideal barrier because it's not oil based, but then since I don't use butter anyway, so that's one thing. Don't add any liquid to the salad, like lime juice or whatever, otherwise your sandwich will tend to get soggy. The other thing is, when you use Marmite, it always goes so well together with black pepper, not so much with white pepper. So if you put black pepper, it just takes it to another level. I think there's a little bit of umami taste in black pepper as well as in Marmite, and they sort of enhance each other and takes it to the next level. The other thing about Marmite and also Chinese parsley, the general rule is less is more, because they have very strong flavors and they can be overpowering. Sometimes some people find cilantro overpowering as well. So be judicious in its use, especially if you're not used to the taste. In fact, the first time I ate purple cabbage, I found it rather strong taste compared to white cabbage. In fact, in Malaysia, we can get two types of white cabbage. One they call kobis bulat, which is actually flattened rather than spherical. Those tend to be not as sweet as what they call kobis Beijing or Beijing cabbage, which tends to be spherical, like a ball. They tend to be sweeter. Okay, so those are the two types of cabbages. So just put a little bit of everything. You don't let the things with strong flavor dominate, otherwise you'll find the taste too overpowering and you don't get an explosion of flavors. You want it nicely balanced so that you get an explosion of different flavors in your mouth, the equivalent of a gastronomical orgasm, as it were.